All right, what's up, everybody? We are back with another podcast. We've been absent for a few weeks. Just get busy with life. Stuff happens, so we actually going to get one in today. We're just going to do kind of a brief recap of the season so far up to week 5, and then we'll throw out some bets that we like for week 6. Right now, I'm at Harris Casino. They have a new sports book that they put in. It's actually really nice. I'm surprised. Looks good. So that's where I'm at today. We got the sheet here, so we can go over some of our bets. If you haven't already, first time watching us, give us a like, thumbs up, share, all that good stuff. It helps us get noticed and get a following. Up to this point, guys, what surprised you with how the season's gone so far? Anything crazy?
I think for me the biggest thing is the Giants. I mean, that's crazy.
Well, that whole division.
Fucking
5-0, 4-1, 4-1, and then the Commanders at 1-4. That's amazing.
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, but them in particular, though, I just didn't. I mean, I knew Saquon was gonna help, but they're rolling. I mean,
I don't
that's the big
remember.
surprise
Let me
to me.
click on them. Who did they beat? That's the question.
They beat the Packers.
Yeah.
They beat. Let me see here. They beat the Packers. They beat. I got it right here.
Panthers,
Bears.
Titans.
Yeah.
I mean,
Titans, Panthers, Bears, Packers.
I mean, really, they're only like good wins for Packers, though, right? I mean,
Yeah, but
Titans are kind of so-so, but
they only lost to the Cowboys by 7. I mean, it's not terrible, but
I mean, these are next couple games.
Ravens, Jags, Seahawks is the next 3.
So yeah, Ravens. So this is going to be a big test. If they can knock off the Ravens somehow, I might be a little bit more of a believer. But I think you just start out with a decent schedule.
I mean, the rest of it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't get that bad. I mean, they've got those 3 next. Then they have a bye week. Then they get the Texans, the Lions, Cowboys again, Washington, Eagles, Washington, Vikings, Colts, Eagles.
Well, this goes back to our division podcast. When we talked about our divisions. I said if I'm throwing money on something, I would put money on the Giants
for sure.
And they're off to that great start. I wish I would listen to my own advice. There's $10 on them, but I didn't. O'Shane O'Mac picked the Philadelphia Phillies or the Eagles. They're flying high right now.
How about the Eagles too?
That surprises me, but obviously it doesn't surprise Shane.
No. Surprises me is how great I'm doing on picking the division winners and how awful I'm doing in betting. That's what's amazing. But that's dog awful betting at its best.
That's right.
The NFC East is definitely a big surprise. I think going, I wasn't expecting this kind of, especially even the Cowboys losing their quarterback first week and still riding high. I mean, it's going to be interesting how they're going to roll when Dak gets healthy. I mean, man, I know that numbers are not stagnant, but they're and their defense has a lot to do with it. And I'm sure Dak will get the reins when he comes back. Man, if they ever hit like a snap, it could get interesting if they bring Dak back. But definitely that division is one of the more surprising parts of the whole time.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun division. I'm surprised that Cowboys have stayed afloat with Cooper Rush. I think they scaled back the playbook some. I don't think they actually opened it up and he's doing things that Dak would do necessarily.
Maybe they need to do that though.
Well, but Cooper Rush ain't capable to make throws at that game.
No.
I just, and a lot of it is their defense has been awesome so far. So that's but I just think that they've dumb down the playbook to fit Cooper Rush and what he can do. And it's worked, and it's surprising. So I guess we have to see if that comes back this week or they wait one more week. But I would like to see him come back this week just because they play the Eagles. It'd be a great game for him to come back if he's fully healthy. It'd be a good game to watch. And
I will say the other thing that does surprise me is how bad Russell Wilson has been.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I thought he was going to be, but he is horrible.
Yeah.
What kind of stats does he got?
Oh, let me pull him up. I mean, it's like 30 seconds, like he might be worse than Baker. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah, Baker's pretty bad right now. But he's been bad. He's been bad. I agree, Doss. I really thought that Broncos might be one of those teams to sneak in toward the end there, but they're just looking like they might. I know the Raiders ain't got that great of a record, but I would probably, if I picked them go against each other, I'm picking the Raiders against the Broncos. Just
so
on neutral field.
Wilson is 101 for 170, 1,200 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions.
Wow. 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Crazy.
That's bad. And it's only going to get worse, too, because with Williams going down, Melvin Gordon isn't going to be able to carry the load like Williams was. So he's going to have to throw even more.
It's kind of weird, though. Geno Smith steps in for him in Seattle, and he's looked great.
Well, I was going to say, you really got to start wondering, was it really Russell? I mean, was he a product of that offense, or did he make the offense? You know what I mean? Like, this is like one of the biggest drop-offs of a top 10 quarterback that we've ever seen in 1 year. I mean, he's that bad.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but Geno Smith steps in, and it's like he's Russell Wilson 2.0. Nobody's seen that coming. So I guess that's kind of going with what you're saying. Is it the system or is it Russell Wilson?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we've been putting Russell Wilson in a spot he shouldn't be anyway.
But when he was there, it was never the system. It was always Russell Wilson.
Well,
maybe,
but that's what I'm saying. Is maybe all this time it's been, they've been giving credit to the wrong person, whether you like Pete Carroll or not. I mean, it's hard. I don't know. But that has been a huge surprise to me.
Or maybe it's just kind of the way they scheme things throughout the week, and
maybe
he was just more prepared for the teams. Maybe that's weird. Because the drop off is great. Like, they're booing him in Denver.
They're leaving games.
Like,
when it goes to overtime.
You wanted him so bad. You got him. And now you're gonna boo him? Like, this is strange to me.
Yeah.
That's been a big surprise to me.
Yep. Well, Seattle's definitely licking their chops, getting all those draft picks, and Broncos being terrible
and not spending $200 million.
Exactly. Yeah.
The Broncos are in
just ride Geno Smith for a while and load up on your picks, and you'll be just fine.
Well, aren't they doing decent in that division?
Yeah, they're 3-2.
Yeah, they're doing decent.
2-3. So that division is Niners at 3-2, and then Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks are all 2-3. So what kind of can you compare stats with Wilson and Smith?
Yeah. So then Geno's are. This is good. So he's 118 for 157. He has 1,305 yards, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. His rating is 113.2, and Russell's is 82.4 rating.
Wow. It's like he just stepped in for Russell, and they didn't miss a beat.
I know, it's crazy. That's why I say something's off. And I'll be honest, I know Shane feels this too. It gives me so much pleasure to watch the Denver Broncos suck.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm not a Russell Wilson fan either. I always thought he was so
But-
great.
But yeah, that's a huge surprise.
Yeah, I agree.
What else we got? What else is surprise? I actually think like the Raiders being 1-4 is a surprise.
They're not that bad.
Because they were looking at their games, like they've been in every game.
Well, that's what I was talking about that earlier in the thread today. They might be the best 1-4 team in the history of the NFL. They haven't lost a game by more than 6 points.
Yeah, they lost the Chargers 19-24, lost the Cardinals 23-27 or 29.
Mhm.
Lost to Tennessee 22-24, beat the Broncos 32-23, and then they lost last night by 1 point.
Mhm.
I
And
just-
really probably screwed themselves on that decision to go for 2. That made no sense. But
well,
Yeah.
both sides of the ball. I don't know what either team is thinking.
yeah, no, I agree.
I don't care what the analytics say.
You kick it. You're up 7. That puts you up 8. What are you doing?
Like when the Chiefs went up 30-27, kick it, make the other team,
Score and convert.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah, and then right turn around, and then the Raiders have an opportunity to tie the game up. They think they're going to go for the win. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was like if they would have just tied it, they stopped the Chiefs, and they could have went down and kicked the field goal.
Yep.
And then if they didn't get the field goal, go into overtime. Give yourself a chance. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly. I don't get it.
Yeah, that in and of itself was surprising. Especially, last night I bet you guys know this for the podcast. I bet money line Raiders and the over. So I was really looking for a Raiders win last night.
So not to be a truly not the homer, but has Mahomes' play surprised you at all, given what he's working with or what everybody thought he was going to?
Yeah, they're better than I expected. Their offense to be. I actually think there's room for some improvement. Those receivers are not.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
I gotta be honest, if it wasn't for Travis Kelce, I think you guys would be crap. Like obviously he's the go-to guy now.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I just feel like they're still missing Tyreek, but like I feel like they focus more on Travis now, so they're feeling that void. But we'll see what happens. It's been better than I was expecting.
I'd like to see him try to go coach Robbie Anderson or DJ Moore from Carolina.
Yeah, that's a weird situation too. And because there's talk maybe possibly bringing in Sean Payton, which would be
To
good.
Carolina?
That's what I've heard on listening to NFL radio. But if you do that, like, why would you sell off half your team?
Right.
So it's weird. Like it's just something to kind of keep an eye on. But I've heard like he's like the top guy that they should go after. We don't know what exactly route they're going to go. But if they go after him, I think he's still under contract with the Saints or however all that stuff works. So they would have to give up compensation to get Sean Payton. So do you sell off a couple players to get Sean Payton and then leave him with bare bones to work with?
It's pretty bare.
But that's the division. If Sean Payton wants to win now, that's the division to go to. Because if he can go to the Panthers and turn them around quickly, Brady's leaving next year probably for 100%. So the Bucs could be anything. The Saints, they're not anything. Obviously, with Peyton gone, they're not going to do anything next year. And then the Falcons with Mariota, what are they going to do? So if Peyton wants to come in and win now, that's the team to go to. You just got to find his quarterback. But that's what I'm saying. You can't gut the team. You can't get rid of Moore. You can't get rid of McCaffrey. You can't get rid of Robbie Anderson. Because if you do get a quarterback, he's not going to have anybody to throw it to. So that's an interesting situation to watch, for sure. For next year, anyway.
I heard that McCaffrey's available for the right price.
I would get rid of him. I think he had too many carries. Was in 2019? Like I think that just kind of ruined his career.
Yeah.
I think eventually, I think he's going to be hampered by injuries off and on throughout his career. So yeah, get a boatload for him and move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think they need him. Have they paid him already?
Yeah, but it was a weird deal. A buddy of mine was saying that, like, because we were talking about, like, if the Chiefs traded for him, like, what he would be in that offense. And he was saying that it would only be a cap hit of like $1 million this year. And he's still under contract through 24. But it's like, it was a weird how it was set up. Like, it really wouldn't be as bad of a hit as you would think, kind of a deal. So I don't know how Carolina structured it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
My thing is too, like, what would you even want to trade? Like, what round pick would you give up for McCaffrey?
well, I don't think it would take that. I don't think it would take any more than a third or a second. I mean, what if he walks? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just
Like, if
didn't
he's
know.
just like, I'm not.
I
he's like-
mean,
he's like,
I don't know if I'd give a first rounder up for him.
I don't think you'd have to.
Well, hold on. What's his contract though? How many more years is he tied up?
I think next year. So let me look and see what it says.
I'm looking it up right now.
I am.
Hold on, give me a minute. So he is tied up. So he's tied up to 2025.
But he has an opt out in 23 as a part of his contract.
Potential out 2023. Okay, I see it now.
So that's what I'm saying. So technically, he could
But he's not
pass
gonna get
that
it.
money up and try to go. You know what I mean?
True, but I think it's gonna be more than a third. Like
No. But I don't think it's going to be a first. I don't think it would take that.
I've heard the Bills wanting to, or that the Bills should go after him. I don't know.
I heard that. I did hear that.
Yeah.
So if you get the Chiefs and the Bills, who are both leading their division,
In a bidding war,
somebody's gonna give up a first round pick.
probably. You might be right.
I mean, they're definitely getting at least one first round pick. Probably even going to get a couple other picks. I don't know how good the other picks will be. But if I'm the Panthers, that's what I'm doing. I would give up those picks to either get a better quarterback if you are bringing in Sean Payton and draft a running back or whatever. You know how the running back carousel goes. With the way Payton, his mind works, the way he can run an offense, like, I don't think that he can just kind of plug in anybody and make it work. I would think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think if you're the Panthers, if you're gonna start fresh, get rid of McCaffrey, get what you can, just because he has hampered with injuries for the potential future. Like bring in Payton and see what he can do. Especially since Brady's leaving. Like I said, I think that division's so up in the air next going forward. Like Payton could potentially rule that division for the next several years.
Dude, here's what's crazy. I didn't realize this. He's only 26.
Okay.
I didn't
That's
realize.
crazy.
But his body's, but because of the carries and the load that he's carried, his body's more like 30.
True. But see, I think too, that's part of, I don't know so much if, he could be like, if he gets half the carries, if he goes to a team that he's not going to be, it'd be like a Zeke and a Pollard situation. You know what I mean? Like he could be lethal if he's only getting half the carries. So I don't know. It'd be an interesting dynamic for sure.
I mean, yeah, when he is healthy, he's still productive, which is surprised me. I thought he would just decline and fall away, kind of like Peyton Hillis was a long time ago. But I don't know. He's like I said, I think he's a hot commodity right now. Get rid of him. Go for it. Like, You got rid of your coach. Baker sucks. You know, Darnold's hurt. You know, like what are you doing? Just get rid of him and rebuild. Find you a coach and go with it. You know. If I was a Panther.
Yeah.
All right, we got about 10 minutes left. Let's go over some picks for next week. What we like. Maybe just pick 3 games that we like. And we'll go pick 3 game pieces that we like. And we'll talk about them. But, Darby, you go first.
Okay. I'm going to sound like a homer with my first pick just because I root hard for the Chiefs and I know they're playing the Bills. But here's the deal. Is there a chance they're going to lose? Yes. They're playing one of the better teams in the NFL. But there is still a chance they could win. And I just think anytime you get a team like that for underdog money, it's pretty good. But I would go with the money line just to give yourself an up on money. But that'd be one of mine. Plus, it's going to be a fun game to watch. So you're going to be watching the game. Might as well put money on it and just take that game. That's what I would definitely. That's one of mine. And then another one of mine is the pull it up here. Here we go. The Vikings are only -3 at the Dolphins. Now I know the Vikings his record's better than what they've been playing, but I don't see a chance that either one of those quarterbacks for the Dolphins playing. I don't see Tua playing, and I don't see their backup playing. I know they haven't announced that yet, and right now they're -3. And if the Dolphins come out tomorrow and say this is our third string quarterback we're going to run with this week, I know that line's going to move. And so if I was betting early, I would bet the Vikings right now just in case that line does seem to want to go up. That's one of my picks this week. And then my last one would be the Chargers -5 at home against the Broncos. We talked earlier in this podcast. You know, the Chargers, while they've had their hiccups, they're still a way, way, way better team than the Broncos. Like, it's not even close. And it's going to be a Monday Night Football. I would jump on that now. I think the line will go up with the Chargers, just like every other day, you know, when the people might have their bad luck on Sunday, they'll want to put more money on Monday, and that line will move. So I personally like the Chargers -5 and the Chiefs money line and the Vikings -3.
That's good. We got
Well, I'll start with I'm not really sure something. I don't know why this line is what it is, but it seems it's odd to me. But New England +3 at Cleveland. I'm not sure where that came from. Unless somebody from New England is out that I don't know of. That just seems like
I mean, do we know what their quarterback situation is yet?
Zappy's going to play. I think.
Zappy doesn't scare anybody.
Well, no, but neither does Cleveland. I think that New England, I mean, their defense is part of it too. I think, you know, the Lions were the highest scoring offense in the league. And last week, New England completely shut them down. And I just think, you know, Detroit's offense was on fire. And Jacoby Brissett doesn't scare me much. So I'm not saying necessarily the money line, but I do like the +3 there. I like that number. My second one would be San Francisco at -5.5. They've got Atlanta. I think that San Francisco's defense is just phenomenal right now, and I think that they really, I think they can handle Atlanta pretty well. There's not much on Atlanta, and that scares me right now. Pitts isn't great right now for some reason, and you know, I don't know what Patterson is. Patterson back, or did he just get one game, or did he get 2? But I like -5.5 there, and then my last one that I like that I think might surprise some people is I love Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah, I think that line is skewed because of what people perceive the Eagles to be. I don't think the Eagles are. I don't think they haven't played a defense like what they're getting ready to face. And I think that Micah Parsons is a freak. I mean, it's unbelievable, and I think that I know Eagles have an unbelievable offensive line, but I don't see that one getting away. I think it's a rivalry game. I think Dallas still has a lot to prove to people, probably in their own minds, maybe. And this is a spot where I could see somebody, Dallas going into Philadelphia hostile Sunday Night Football, and keeping it within that 5. So I like Dallas at that number this week.
Okay. Got about 2.5 minutes. So I'm just going to speed through mine real fast. I absolutely love the Vikings as well. -3 points against the offense. We don't know who the quarterback's going to be, but I don't think it'll be Tua for sure. Bridgewater sounds like he's going to be out too, right? So I'm probably going to hammer that one for sure. I absolutely love Chargers and Broncos -5.5. I think Chargers probably win by 10+ points. I might even do a reverse tease on that or an alternate spread on that one. So I think they beat them pretty good there. And then my third one, not necessarily going with a team. I'm going to go with the points. We haven't done points on our podcast that I can think of. I'm going to go with Ravens and the Giants over 44.5. Yeah, I think Giants haven't shaked out. Both Ravens haven't really provided a good defense all year. Giants have somewhat of a shaky defense. I think they hit over 50 points in that game. I'm going to go with that one as well. I actually might even do a 13 parlay once I just pick. And we'll revisit this next week. Hopefully we'll try to do this podcast next week. But I like that over. I think that'll be an easy hit. I guess that's it. Hopefully next week we can have a few more guys here. It's always more fun. We can have at least 4 or 5 of them. Life's busy. We all got kids and stuff like that. That's great. We'll try to get back next week and see what we can do. All right, guys. It's been fun. Peace out.
Peace out.
See you, boys. Good luck this week.
Yep.